right, so I'm trying to go ahead and get the body work and stuff finished on the car here so I can go ahead and get some primer and some paint laid down. And I kind of run into this back here. So I'll show you this and kind of down here and just overall right here and right here, which if you can tell, I've already got started, you know, getting everything level back out, fixed. But what had happened is somebody that previously owned the car, not who we got the car off of, because I know for a fact that he just purchased the car and, you know, really didn't do much of anything with it. But whoever had it before that or whatever, I don't know, but they tried to do a repair back here where they cut a panel out and put it back in, and well, it's not that great. So unfortunately, that means I'm gonna have to redo it, basically smooth out. Now, the thing is about filler, you don't, you know, just put tons of it on there because you're gonna create a Bondo buggy. And if you guys are familiar with the magnet test, if you show, guess what? The magnet still sticks to every part of the repair I did. So if you look down here, magnet still sticks to every part of the repair. Now that means that I'm within probably about 1/16 to an 1/18 of an inch of filler on that area, because I like to just basically use the filler exactly what it's designed for, is just to, you know, even out the surfaces to where you don't have any imperfections. And that's what I have done here. So, and that's the reason I do it that way, and it's a lot cleaner. So let's get back into this build and hopefully we don't have any more surprises. All right, so I have got the quarter panels pretty well finished out. I'll show you that real quick. So the quarter panels are about where I want them. They're clean all together. Magnet still sticks. And now I'm up here kind of working my way forward a little bit. I'm going to be working here on the roof. So I'm going to show you what I'm getting ready to do. Is I'm getting ready to weld a bolt right here in this dent and pull it out. That way I can put a little filler over it, make sure it's good and smooth, and we're all set. So let's get so pretty well got everything where I wanted it here. Pulled it out with the slide hammer. Now I just got to go ahead and fill in the little imperfections, and I think we're golden. I mean, it doesn't look like it's going to take much at all to fill this. Much I had on here, not very much at all. So there we go. Dent and a slide hammer goes a long way when you're trying to make a repair, so that way your filler is not way too deep. Because if I had put it on there without that, yeah, I'd say you're probably looking at this would have been close to an inch deep in some spots, and I'm not even gonna take a chance on that. So, there we have it. All right, so I got my slide hammer. Okay, so we've got that just about where it needs to be. And now all I've got to do is just weld my patch back in it that I cut out and put a little filler on it. You'll never even know it was ever there. You know, like I said, I try to keep the filler down within, you know, 1/16 of an inch or less. So that's, I believe, what I've accomplished here. Okay, so as you can tell, I've already gotten pretty much my last application of filler on here. I've got this. I think that's going to even out really nicely. And then we should be able to go ahead and get everything sanded down and some of our mess cleaned up. And honestly, I've got the best helper in the world right here. Come here, dude. You're just hiding behind the car. Yep, this is my mini-me. And he's back here, he's down here today in the shop with Dad, and he's helping me get some of this stuff fixed up and just, you know, spending some time while Daddy's down here working in the shop. So that's kind of what we do, but for now, let's go ahead and get this thing banged out. Okay, so I tracked down most of the slop and it appears to be in this hinge right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this hinge off, leave this one intact, and pull the pin out, and then I'm going to swap the bushings. Hopefully the door won't move. If it does, we'll readjust it, but let's go ahead and get this swapped out. And there we go. All of our cracks line up. Now, we will adjust the fender when we put it back on, but that's how we do the door pins. Got it adjusted, shuts perfect, and no more rattle. That's the big thing. You know, these cars, like I said, what hurts them the most is when they sit, you've got rust that builds up in around the bushing, it'll wear out, come out. And here's the old pins, if you can look. The old pins, exactly that. You know, they may not be that old, but look at the rust scale and stuff that's on that, and it just literally wore the bushings out, and that's why we have to do this. So now you know, I've got Okay, and lastly, I'm gonna go ahead and get these beautiful valve covers on this engine, and that's gonna go ahead and get us sealed up. Only thing we'll have to add is our ignition and stuff later on as we go to put it into the car, but at least this way, our engine is pretty well sealed up and complete. We got some stuff going on, and we're gonna let you in on a little secret. So we're gonna be unveiling on the channel here very soon some of our new and upcoming builds that we're gonna be doing on the channel. We're finally getting some of the stuff back on the channel that we had talked about at the beginning of the channel, as well as some new cooler builds that are gonna be coming out. And I know you guys are going to love some of the builds we got coming up. You know, horsepower builds, as well as just off-road builds. It's gonna be totally awesome. Unfortunately, folks, it's all we got time for today. If you want to go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, you'll see what we got going on the next one. We're going to be hopefully getting the engine in this car, and shortly thereafter hearing it run. So go ahead and check us out. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next episode.